Divorce hurts. When someone you love dies, it hurts.
Suicide is painful for those left behind.
Even big changes can hurt when you're little.
Since 1988, Rainbows for All Children Guam has touched the lives of 17,000 grieving children and their families. These hurting children have lost a loved one or are coping with their painful life transition. Rainbows provide free peer support group for grieving children to help them process their feelings of hurt, healing, and hope for a better, brighter tomorrow.
When I was in second grade, I went through a really big loss with my great-grandmother. She passed away, and she was someone that I was really close to. And my teacher, Miss Tidesnow, she saw that it was taking a really big toll on me. So she talked to me, and talking to her about the loss opened up a world of feelings. I started talking to her about my parents' divorce and how that had affected me and how things were hard at home. And she told me about the Rainbows program.
Rainbows is a program that really helped me come out of my shell and really helped me in a time of, kids don't understand that at that age, but a time of depression or a time of sadness that they have gone through with an experience that happened in their family or something rough in their life. And our mentors provide us with the confidence, the safety, the love, the appreciation, the whole big I'm there for you, your parents are there for you, your family's there for you, you are loved type of feeling. And I think that's what made me so happy about being in Rainbows. It really helps the kids understand that everyone is there for them, or if they feel like no one's there for them, at least Rainbows is there for them.
One lesson that it's definitely taught me was it's not my fault. I spent a lot of time when I was young thinking that it was my fault that my parents were divorced, or it was my fault that something happened. That one big thing led me to believe that every little thing that happened was my fault. And going through Rainbows, I realized that it wasn't. And that gave me the confidence to go on in life and go through middle school and high school and become the person that I wanted to be.
The program helped me provide support for my children, and and I'm sure in many ways the family also had that, contributed to that. But that's what I can say about the program. That from where we're at to where we're at now, they have accomplished a lot, and I'm very proud of them.
Most of the time, they cannot tell to the parents or to the loved ones, because as like me as a parent, parenting is also one thing. It's difficult, and parents need also to accept sometimes we need help, especially on situations. I can become at that time, maybe I am like a monster mom to him, because of course I am like him, experiencing the same sadness and all that grief. It helps. They just don't know how rainbows help, not only the child, even the parent.
It's an opportunity for your child to be himself, to be herself, to reach out and be able to understand what's happening to themselves. The Rainbows program allows them to grow in that area. It's a curriculum. It's a set curriculum that the children are able to communicate with a facilitator, but it's something that they can internalize. It's something that is very personal.
Usually the groups are no more than 5 or 6. We try to establish groups by the type of grief, whether it be divorce, death, incarceration, or deployment. And that way the kids have peers who are going through a similar process. And so as a facilitator, I'm simply an ear for them, helping guide the process, but I in no way am a trained counselor, so I don't assume that role. I'm simply there to help guide the children in their own discussion and in coming to understand what they're feeling and how to cope with it.
What I hate to see is a missed opportunity to help a child at a time in life when they're most vulnerable and also when they're most accessible. And I think that's one of the things that Rainbows does. It allows children to have access to a place to vent, to let go of feelings or emotions that may later on cause great difficulty for them if it's not handled at the right time and stage of their development.
As a non-profit 501c3, the Rainbows International Organization relies solely on the generous support of private donors in our community. Now, more than ever, there is a growing need for our island to continue supporting the Rainbows program.
Help Rainbows help others like me.
Maraming salamat po.
Thanks, Rainbows.
Thank you, Rainbows. Rainbows rocks!
We deeply appreciate your continued support for Rainbows for All Children Guam.